Welcome back, everyone. Today is going to be a little different video than I usually do. I don't usually do car reviews, but Wendy and I have been in Scotland for 2 weeks, and we rented a car and we got upgraded to a car that I've never heard of before. It's called the Jaecoo J7, and it's actually pretty interesting. It's supposed to be a copy of a Range Rover. And believe it or not, this Jaecoo is a brand that's built by a Chinese company called Chery, which actually owns Land Rover and Jaguar. So it basically has some of the same DNA, I guess. And I have to tell you, this is a 2 week. We're going back today, so I wanted to give my honest 2 week review about it, and it's pretty neat. It's got a remote when you lock it. The handles go in flush and the mirrors go in, and the good thing is when you walk up to it, it knows you're there, and they come out, so you don't even have to do it. So here's the interior. Let me get our water out of the way. Got a 14-inch display. It's got everything. Let's get it to come on so you can see it. Basically, it's a iPad. It works the same way as an iPad, and it shows everything on here. It's got different modes. It's got eco mode is what it's in all the time, and it has normal mode, which is what I found was the best, and then sport mode. And it doesn't have any physical dials, which I don't like as much, but you get used to it after a while. For like fan speed, it's dual climate control, all that good stuff. What else? It's got lane departure. That's something we'll talk about after. That's very annoying. It doesn't really keep you in the center of the lane, and sometimes it fights you when you want it to be in the center of the lane. You can shut it off, but you have to do it every single time. You have to go to settings and shut it off. And it also has, if you go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, it starts beeping at you. You can shut that off too, but you have to do it every time. Very comfortable. It's got this nice LED. Let me shut the door and I'll show you. I'll start it up. Gives you, it shows you right there what the speed limit is on the road, and then it does have maps and all that. But if you put it in, so right now it's in eco.
Normal mode.
And it changes the color. You can't really see it.
Sport mode.
So, but it's got this nice ambient lighting.
Normal mode.
And at night, it lights up all here, all there, all around the doors. It's pretty good. I'll get some shots of it. I'll have Wendy video while we drive. It's got a full panoramic roof, which it may not go when it's shut off. Hold on. And they claim it opens, which it does. It opens, but it only hinges right here, and it only opens up about that far. I don't want to open it up now because we had such rain yesterday, and it's a little bit misty today, so I don't want to open it. But it gives a nice view, and that will continue to go all the way back like that. So if you've got people in the back, they can also see out. And it retracts itself every time when you shut it off, which is nice too. So you don't have to do it. What else? Back seat, a lot of leg room. There are 60/40 seats, so you can put larger things in. And I assume this is leather, but I don't know. I think it's not real leather. But the price point is pretty good on this. It's like 30,000 pounds, which I guess that'd be about $40,000. in that range, but for what you get for it. And it's, believe it or not, we've gotten a lot of people looking at it. We're actually staying, we rented this flat, as they would call it, overlooking the town of Oban. You can see it's a beautiful view out there. Quick shot of our view out the back so you can see. Except you can't really see because it's rainy and cloudy, but on a nice clear day, we were here for 3 days. We've been all around, but we were here in Oban for 3 days, and we had yesterday and today being rain, but still beautiful. You could see right down to the marina and the whole town, and people were looking at it, but the people that we rented this from, they live in the one next door, and I saw him taking a picture of it yesterday. So there's been a lot of interest on it. And then in the boot, you hold that down, and you've got quite a bit of storage, and it comes with this hideaway cover, so when it's closed nobody could see if they look in the back window to see what you have. And button right here, and it closes. It's a 1.6 liter engine, and I found this, you have to click the handle to open. The hood is there, but you have to click it twice, unlike ours where they have a latch. This one you have to pull it twice, and then you just lift it up. Gas strut assisted. So it's a 1.6. It's got good acceleration, and it's quiet and it's smooth. They do make a hybrid version, which is supposedly even faster, and obviously it gets better mileage, but I'm not interested in anything with a battery in it. That's the only battery I want to have in a vehicle. But a lot of room to get at it. And again, as you saw, this is a right-hand drive, because we are in Scotland, and everywhere in the UK is right-hand drive. So I don't know what else to say about it, but I do. What I don't like about it, what I do like about it is it's very comfortable. Rides nice, good visibility. It's got a multi, whatever you call it, power seat, up, down, forward, backwards, everything tilts. You can see the green there. So if it was in sport mode right now, it would be red, and then it's orange when it's in normal mode. But what I don't like about it is there's a lag time. So this is all, shift on the fly kind of thing. So to go drive, when you want to go, you have to foot on the brake, pull this back, and it will release the parking brake, which is over here. You can do it manually, but it will do it for you. But there's a good lag time in between it. And also, if you're parking, you want to back into a space and you want to back up, you push this forward like that, and it will go into reverse. But there's a little bit of a lag time, which for me, when I want to back in somewhere quick, I'm not as crazy about that. And then to go into park, you have to push this button right here. And what I found is, if you're going to go to reverse, like you normally would slap this thing forward, do not put your palm here, because if you do that, you'll put it into park instead of to reverse. So that's was one little annoying thing I found about it. But overall, I would rent it again. And I don't know long term how these would be, but because I think this has only been out since 2023. But anyway, it's a nice vehicle, and I know that nobody in the United States, I don't believe they're even available in the United States. Definitely not the right-hand drive model, though it would be good for all our rural male people. But I figured this will probably be watched more by people where they could buy them. See, that's what it does when you walk away from it. So it's kind of nice looking. Like, it does look like a Range Rover for a third of the price. All right, well, I'll get some shots of it when we're driving. And here's a look at it from above. So you can see that's a pretty good size panoramic window there. So it's nice looking. Two-tone black roof. And there's a look with some luggage in there. So there's plenty. There'd be plenty for 3 people. It would be a little, I think, a little tight for 4, but you could turn those on their side. But perfect for that.
This navy sucks though, so.
Tell us how you really like it.
It sucks. There's never anything in it.
No. There it is. It's there.
Yeah, but is that the correct one?
I don't know.
They're 2 different ones.
This is it's a very haunted inn.
Rover's Inn.
We went to it last year.
North Loch Lomond. Well, wait, that says 29 miles. That's when I hit. This says 49 miles. Roker, Inverness, Roker. It's that one. Wait, how is it 29 miles?
48 miles.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're
Starting navigation.
Yeah, it's a little mine too. See, that's what I said. You have to adjust it only on the screen. They don't have any dials.
Alrighty.
And then to get it into gear, just pull it backwards. It will release. Maybe. Yep. Sometimes it had one time when it didn't release. Alright, I'll get some more when I'll show you how the getting above the speed limit.
Turn slight left. Then turn slight left. Then, after 100 yards, enter the roundabout, take first exit. Enter the roundabout, take second exit. Then, after 100 yards, enter the roundabout, take first exit.
This shows you a picture of your car when you're turning.
Enter the roundabout, take first exit.
If I don't slow down fast enough, it's a 60 zone down to a 30 zone, but it doesn't give you any, not even 1 mile an hour over, and it still beeps. And then this one will go back to 60, but then the one on your screen doesn't change for a while, and it still keeps beeping at you. So that's kind of annoying. Like I said, you can shut it off.
Oh no, you're going straight.
Yeah. See, I hit 31 again.
That's the school zone one.
Yeah, so there's and it doesn't care whether it's school's in session or not, it just dings at you. Alright, that's good enough for that. There should be a scan button on here, but there's not. And you have to totally go to this big screen to get to it. So there's nothing on the steering wheel. So that's another annoying feature, which I don't know why they didn't think of that in this day and age, that you have to go through 14 steps just to get to the radio.
So all this screen does is make you be not paying attention to your driving. You're too busy looking at the screen to do anything. For example, obviously maps, you have to do that anyway, but if I want to change the temperature, I have to click on buttons. I have to look, maybe I want the fan to be a little bit more. I have to hit buttons to find it and then stare at it to see where I'm supposed to hit.
You need a co-pilot, in other words, to drive this.
Yeah, exactly.
Vehicle.
You wanna go to the radio and change the radio station, you've got to hit the home button, then you've got to find the media button. And then you've got to find whether you want radio, Bluetooth, local music.
The only thing I can do on the steering wheel is change the volume.
Right, and there's no way to change the volume on the iPad here. So as a passenger, I have to ask the driver to change the volume. So, and here in the UK, our radio stations are very limited. There's no seek button, so I can't seek a station that comes in. So I have to keep hitting the button to find a station that might come in. So that's my complaint about this big old iPad.
And so here's a view of that when you put it in reverse. Now it's raining, so there's water droplets on the camera, but it's got the 360 or whatever you call it. Yeah, I guess it's 360 and downward view, so you can see where you are. You can look at the screen and it shows front vehicle has driven away. It even tells you, but it knows that that's a caravan, as they would call it here. And it shows if there's a car next to you, or and it says I've been distracted. See, look at here. All right, here we are, end of video. I had to make this ending after we got home because I made one at the Arnold Clark. That's like their Avis. It's a private one, I guess, but it's one of their biggest ones, and they're very good. They upgraded us to that because we got there early. If we did that in this country, they would say, sorry, you have to wait, or if you want one, we only have one vehicle left, you'll have to pay extra. But that one's the only one ready, and they said, oh, you can take that one, you won't have to pay any extra. So that's our third time for renting from Arnold Clark, and we will continue to do that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, it would be for entertainment purposes, I think, for anyone watching in this country, but at least you could see a little bit different vehicles. But if you are in the UK, maybe this would help you. So overall, we did like it. I mean, it was comfortable, but all those little annoying things and having to do everything on the screen, you know, I think that's dangerous to a certain extent. But you know, like I said, overall, I would rent it again, and for the price point, I think there's a good value in it. So, oh, and I forgot to say in my ending, I am going to put at the end of this, I'm going to put like the brochure. I'm going to put some shots of it, so it gives the specs and pictures and, you know, all the towing capacity and all that kind of stuff. So I'll put that at the end. In case, you know, somebody's interested in buying it, so they can get all the facts. All right, so as usual, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.